Hey everybody, Nelson Diaz, HomeStar Real Estate. Wanted to do a video giving you guys the top 3 things that I believe you should be doing when you're selling your home. Let's get started. Number 3, allow the home to be shown. It sounds like common sense, but sometimes it doesn't seem like common practice. I've had clients, sellers myself, where they will tell me, "Hey Nelson, I want to sell the home as quickly as possible," and in the same breath, they tell me, "Yeah, you know what though, but I'm only going to be able to show it Saturday from 1 to 4. If truly Saturday 1 to 4 is the absolute only time that you can show the home, so be it. That's what it is. But if you're doing it for convenience, you're hurting yourself. Let's all be honest. Selling a home is sometimes not fun. For the most part, it's not fun. You have strangers walking through your place. It has to be ready at the drop of a hat. It's inconvenient to say the least. So allow the home to be shown. Remove those barriers to entry. Allow as many rear ends through the door as possible, because sometimes, depending on the market, depending on the house, depending on your price, that's what it's going to take to sell the home. So the number 3 thing that I think you should be doing, allow it to be shown as much as possible. All right, let's move on to number 2. Number 2, right? I had to look down at my notes because my memory's failing me. The number 2 thing that I believe you should do is simply leave. After we get past drawing people to the home, after we get past the idea of, okay, it's inconvenient, but here they are, leave the home. Now, go for a walk. Go to your backyard. If you can, go for a walk. If you have animals, take the animals, right? Another one of those things that it's inconvenient. You don't want to go ahead and give a tour. I know you're proud of the home. I know you love your home. I know you've been there 10 years and you want to explain everything, but don't. When people walk a home and are being given a tour by the owner, their blinders are on. For the most part, guys, people are polite. They don't want to pick apart a house with the owner there. They don't want to go ahead and really talk freely amongst themselves when the owner's there. And then what happens in turn? They don't really see anything. They're like this. They're looking at you describe the home, and they're not doing it. And by the time they walk out, they don't remember a damn thing. Right? And what we want them to do, we want to give them the freedom to walk the home, look at everything, and pick it apart. Because when people are picking apart a home, they're trying to see themselves there. They're trying to picture them, their family, their stuff in that home. And let them pick it apart. You want to give them that freedom, right? Let them change it however they want after they have it. You have your money, right? Give them the freedom to walk the home. Do not give a tour. If you can't leave or go for a walk, go in the backyard, relax, right? If it makes you nervous having somebody in your home, guys, there's nothing really to do. We have to get over that fear a little bit, right? Every buyer is going to be accompanied by you. When I say you, I'm pointing to myself, sorry. It's going to be accompanied by the agent or their agent. Right? Every agent's licensed. We all have insurance, right? If there are things in the home that you want to go ahead and protect, guns, jewelry, any other personal items, let's get all that stuff out of the home before we start showing it. That way, people can go, you don't feel the need to give that tour, okay? So the number 2 thing I think you guys should do, simply leave. Let people walk the home. Let the home speak for itself, all right? Let's move on to the number 1 most important thing I think we need to do when we sell a home. We need to price it correctly. Common sense. And I could do another hour-long video, and I may one day actually just do a really long video as far as my personal feelings on how we price homes. All right? We need to price the home correctly. Every home has a value range, a low end and a high end. Every home has one, right? But if you fall outside that range, I don't care what your house has. I don't care if it's gilded with gold. It's not gonna sell in a timely manner. If that's what you want. If you're just testing the market and you're what I call a make me move seller, meaning a seller like, hey, I don't want to move. I don't even have to move, but if I got that price, I'd move. By the way, those are not listings to take. Speaking, at least in my business, right? You're just overpricing. If you overprice a home, this is what happens, right? Every morning, most buyers are on Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, or they have their agent sending them properties, right? They're on their phone, they're drinking their coffee in the morning, they're looking, right? They become blind to your home. Oh, there's that home again. And eventually when your home doesn't sell and you do start to bring price down, the price has to come way down for people to start noticing your home again, rather than just positioning yourself correctly among the competition, right? We're going to look at your home and you're going to investigate your home. We're going to say, hey, this is what your home has that others don't, right? And this is what we think your home should be able to draw in the open market. Guys, I know we like to feel like we're important. I say we, I mean agents, right? But I could set myself on fire on your front lawn and not attract one more buyer. I can't. My job is not to do that. My job is to position the home correctly with the current environment, what's going on in the neighborhood, what's the competition. Position us correctly, right? And let the market do its thing. The market is going to do its thing. There's no agent, there's no home, there's no broker bigger than the market. The market will always determine value. And it's always going to tell you the truth, right? Now, I'm taking for granted that we as brokers and agents are doing the right things. Professional photography, staging if it's called for. You know, we have it on all the websites, right? Those are just commonsensical things. If we're doing those things and the home is still not being shown, we're going to look at it and we're going to investigate it. It's either going to be something going on in the market, if there's something extraordinary, or it's going to be our price. So we're going to want to price it correctly, right? I don't mind clients saying, hey, you know what, you want to maximize your price. We're going to list at the top end of the value range, but it's still within the range. Okay? It's kind of a tough conversation sometimes. We don't want to have, I'm trying to talk my way through this, but we don't want to have a price that is so far askew from what the market is that people will just ignore our house. And this is a little bit tough, right? So let's say you just put a roof on, or you just have, you put a new AC in, right? I'm going to tell you, buyers expect a roof that works and doesn't leak. Buyer expects an AC that cools the home. Buyers expect windows that keep the outside out and the inside in. They don't value those things like you do, right? So we have to take all that into account. Hopefully all this helps. I'll do a very long, it's going to be long. I'll do a long video as far as what my pricing methodology is. I think it's, you know, if you're looking to sell your home, it may be beneficial to you. If you want a more specific breakdown, I could look at your scenario and kind of give you, you know, it could even be over the phone if we talk for a little bit, but that's the number one thing to do when selling your home. Price it correctly. All right, guys, those are the top 3 things that I think we should all do when we're listing and selling property. If you guys have any specific questions, feel free to give me a call back. Nelson Diaz, 951-768-6130. Hopefully we can talk soon. Have a good day.